hello. Setting some stuff up real quick. Second. Oh, wow. Today's going to be a weird one. Said with the best Irish accent I can muster. That's a good way to do it. It'd be a little weird if you were doing it in a French accent, you know? Yep, maybe. Maybe. Test. Test. Okay. Test. It seems like it's fine. Seems like we're doing okay. Welcome in, everyone. Pretzel rock going. Got the mic set up. We got the Aggie set up. We're golden. We are golden. Hope everybody's doing well today. Audio's good, low and clear. Cool. It is Wednesday. It is the viewer suggestion. We're gonna be doing some art today. The downside to today, though, is I was at the doctor's this morning, the eye doctor's, and my eyes are dilated, so I can't see crap. So I have all the lights in my house turned off. The screen is blinding. Excuse me. Woo. Cough away from the microphone. Yeah. So we're gonna try this out, but it's gonna be weird. The art might be a little blurry today. Aside from that, I am most likely gonna have to have eye surgery here coming up in the next few weeks, but it's like an in and out procedure, so I hopefully it won't affect anything. But hopefully my vision will be better after that. So art impossible, right, Bionic? Sorry for that. Yeah, no problem. It's all right. It's been a long time coming. We've been trying to wait and see if it could clear up on its own. It doesn't look like it's gonna, so we're gonna go do that on Monday. I believe I have an appointment, so we'll have more information then, and I will keep people posted. A little freaked out about it, but it seems like it's my eyeball, but apparently it's not super invasive, so so that's a thing. So that is a thing. Let's warm up with a rugby sketch today. It seems like orange is the color to go with. I don't know how long those poles go for. I think they just go until I turn them off. It'll be fine. I hope so, Bionic. I hope so. It will be nice to be able to see again. Not in my right eye. I went to the doctor today, and he's like, "We can do this," and I was like, "I don't know. I don't like surgery. That's a scary thing." And I'm like, "Cause like, what if it clears up before the surgery?" He's like, "You got another like 6 or 8 months before this will do anything." And I was like, "Oh shit." So I don't want to be blind for another 6 to 8 months. So we're gonna go for the surgery, I think. That is the doctor's suggestion. He's been trying to make me do it for a while, and I think I finally caved. So hopefully next month vision will be better? Question mark. Being a floppy mess is always fluffy and tired. Is that your cat? Okay, my cat is here already, which is cool. The text is a little blurry, so I'm going to try to keep up on it today, but hopefully it will get better as the day goes on. I'll embody myself with the rugby. This is what my eyes look like right now. Oh man. How's everybody's week been going? It's been doing well. You all started yet? Did I miss any drawings? Nope, we're just doing the rugby sketch right now. It's our normal warm-up. We do have a pretty good list today. I think we have about 23 suggestions. So let's see how many I can get through. Not heard from Druid or Burning today, so it might just be me. It might just be the blind man trying to draw all the stuff today, which is fine. We might get some interesting ones. We'll see what happens. I never seem to get my submissions on time. Is it possible to add human spore druid that wears wood armor and big shield? Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to add them to the list during the stream. It's actually how this started. We were doing that for a long time, but the problem with that was sometimes the streams would be really quiet, so it'd only be like one suggestion. Yeah, I'll put it on the list for you. I will add it to the list. Forgot what I suggested this week. I remember seeing your name. I don't remember what it was either. I'm sure it's gonna have some alliteration, right? It's somewhere on there. A half-elf wild magic barbarian sorcerer. It's on the list. My week has been decent. Got some good grades back. Nice. A couple of A's. Nice. A stars. I'm happy about that. Very good. Very, very good. Is the orange too bright? I was worried about the orange being too bright. I could make it more poop brown, but... It's a very bright color, but maybe it's just my eyes. My eyes might just be burning out of my brain from lack of color. Lack of color. That's not what I wanted. Overexposure. Maybe make it more red. We could push it more red. Let's see how that looks. It's like tangerine orange now. The vibrancy. My eyes are constantly overexposed. I'm sorry to hear that. I know a guy that always wears sunglasses inside because of his eyes like that. I'm the kind of person that likes having like daylight light bulbs all around my house. This guy just like turns off every light in his house when he's watching TV and stuff. It's like, interesting. So apparently, Aggie is now just Magma Studio. Apparently, I got rid of Aggie.io because now it just takes you to magma.com. It's weird. You do the sunglasses. It's been very strange going to this, going to the retina specialist, because everything at the retina specialist is like, "Oh, you're so young, and you're too young for these things to happen. So like, you're probably gonna be fine." But when I'm at the doctor's like, "You're so old. You're just old, and everything's gonna hurt forever." And it's like, all right, great. So it's different. It's very different. I have several ideas for characters, but I worry someone may claim those ideas for themselves. That's what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with sharing your character ideas? That is something you might just have to learn to live with. Or just never share anything. Do a pull up to change the color if people want, otherwise we're just going to keep drawing in bright orange and brown. And I don't want them to be copywritten. I mean, if you're making a D&D character, that's usually not a problem. Because you can't really copyright D&D characters. And if you're planning on me drawing your character, you also can't copyright something I've drawn. So keep it vague. That would be my suggestion. Keep it vague and just have fun with it. Can't copyright concepts. You can only copyright specific characters. Budemaku, hello, hello. I've developed a new passion that I unfortunately can't pursue yet, but at least it's a creative outlet that I could do. Nice. That's fun. I hope it's something productive and not monetarily destructive, like Magic the Gathering. Or Warhammer 40k. Okay. I think I'm done with the rugby. Jordan, I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a copyright lawyer, but my understanding of copyright is essentially you have to copyright the whole character itself. Like Batman, you can copyright Batman as being a masked superhero that is Bruce Wayne, right? You cannot, however, copyright a man that dresses up like a bat. That is not something that is copyrightable. So, unless you are specifically like you're writing a comic book and you've created a character, usually it's not something you need to worry about. And if you did draw something and then someone else tries to turn that into a comic book, if you do have the proof that you created that concept uniquely first, that's yours. Like you're usually pretty good about that. So yeah, just like random sketches, the art itself is yours and is copywritten. To say that this piece of art is mine and someone else cannot use my art, but holding on to the concept of the character is usually a kind of a really vague, wishy-washy thing that you have to fight for, and or like actually write and copyright. So yeah, writing some books with these characters. Yeah, then the characters themselves are you have them written down. You just need to have the book notarized essentially or published. But drawing them is a separate thing. And we don't do fan art, so you actually can't submit those. So win-win. I did draw these ahead of time, but if you are, so another thing to think about is like if you're doing if you're writing like D&D fan fiction, you have to then use the D&D or the fan. There's a fan copyright for that you technically own, but it's licensed under Dungeons and Dragons. So it's kind of a weird thing about that. It's productive, but it's a bit expensive. Is a hand tool carpentry. Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. Woodworking is a hand tools only. I want to build a table. That would be super awesome, Oliver. And that is expensive and time consuming. So best of luck with that. I'd like to see what you make. Please post pictures in the Discord because I love that kind of stuff. And chairs. I really do want traditional methods. I would love to have a good like handcrafted wooden chair. That would be nice. I used to have some old ones. Also, Rook, let us use these art for D&D tokens, IRC. Yeah, and that's the big thing for me is like I love to let people use these for their like private games, And if you're just like using this with your friends, that's great, but like don't publish them. If you publish them, then I will sue you. Like, that's where the copyright law goes, right? So that's the thing. So yeah, if you don't want to share your ideas and your characters, yeah, just don't. Like, that's totally fine. Come up with a unique D&D character, fun idea for, your home game. Nothing wrong with that. And now I'm going to roll the dice. We have 27 right now, which is awesome. Thank you, everyone, for your submissions. How am I going to make 27? I think we're going to roll a d20 and a d8. And if we roll 28, we'll just do 1. I can't read the dice. 4 and 4. All right, 8. Eldrin College of Witches Bard, who uses her violin to summon helpful spirits. That's cool. I like that. Plus, it's an Eldrin. I love the Eldrin, so it's awesome. Corvus, welcome in. Animators, hello, hello. Truth be told, some of that went over my head, but I'm thankful for you worked the time explaining that you knew. We love you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, copyright is complicated. One of my professors at the university really wanted one of us to graduate and go into copyright law, just so that he had someone at the university to deal with all that crap. And I'm like, if you pay for it, I'll do it. And then he really thought about it. And then I was like, I don't really want to go to law school. So I didn't end up doing that. I don't actually know if he ever got anybody to do it. I think he had somebody and then they backed out, but funny. Copyright law. Complicated. If I ever manage to build a chair, I'll try to get you one. That would be awesome. Yeah, let me know if some from the gratitude, all the other great art you do. Yeah, no problem, Oliver. I would love to be a part of that process. So if you ever want to sit down and like actually collab on something, maybe we can make a rugby chair. That'd be great. It's like wood burn the rugby chair.
Oh, hello.
I'll send you some templates or something. You're good. Corvus, it would be helpful for me today if you would read some chat.
Okay.
Because I can't see.
Fair enough.
So if I start missing stuff, let me know. I'm gonna try my best.
So
I'm at drum roll.
Yep.
No promises though. Yeah, no problem. Howdy doodle. Animators, welcome. What would a rugby chair even entail? I mean, I would just make it for me. I'm gonna draw a chair real quick. I would just do like a regular ass chair. I need a new layer.
Like upholstered or just wood chair?
No, just a nice wooden chair.
See, I would think rugby would make a good beanbag chair.
Oh yeah, rugby would make a great beanbag chair. And then just like wood burn the rugby into the back of it. But like it has to be handcrafty rugby, like not a good draw rugby. It's just like, this is a goblin chair for naughty goblins that you want to put people in the corner of. We did just do the warm up. Sorry everybody, I'm kind of all over the place today. I am starting the roll. We're drawing an Eldrin.
Yep. Bionic said Rook's vision is worse than theirs right now. I was like,
yeah. They dilated both my eyes.
oh jeez. I see everything.
Yeah. I walked out of the office and I was like, oh, this is fine. Let's go to the store. And then I walked into the window and I was just like, sweet Jesus. I can't see anything.
We have a suggestion here.
Oh, okay.
It is a feminine Myconid ranger stormkeeper.
With a beehive pet. Cool. On the list. What is the take on Japanese ghost parade?
Night parade.
I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
I know what it is. It's a night parade of 100 demons, or 1,000 demons, depending. It's kind of like the Wild Hunt in Europe. It's kind of...
Oh, interesting. Okay.
In a way where it's like, hear strange noises at night, lock your doors, lock your windows, hide your kids, type of deal.
Gotcha. Time for the night parade.
Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes it's sort of organized, like other times it's just literally pandemonium.
What kind of coat would a Eldrin Bard wear? Probably not something too poofy if she's got a violin. It's a Japanese yokai parade where a lot of weird creatures go wild. Nice. Problem with carpentry is that the biggest problem is space. I gotta get some room to get a vise and some tools. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One of those big wood. What are they called? Like the table vices. I can't remember what they're called. There's a specific kind.
Onimaku says crop top.
A crop top. I need Linda Sterling or whatever her name is. References.
Oh, the violinist lady from YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does awesome stuff.
I'm working on that.
Oh, how to draw a violin. Thunderhead swept into a vortex. Uh-oh. Pompoko. That sounds really familiar.
That is a Studio
Is that a Ghibli?
Ghibli. Yep.
Okay.
About the Tanuki.
Gotcha. Okay. Picturing a jacket kind of like Dib from Invader Sim.
I'm not entirely sure if it got
Movie.
English dubs. Now I think about it.
Is a fiddle just a tiny violin? I can't remember how this works.
A fiddle is just a violin.
Okay. It is exactly the same.
Yep. Because it's literally just technique on how you would play it. Technique and tuning. It's the only difference between a violin and a fiddle.
Gotcha. I used to go to the Guitar Center near I say near my house. It was like a 30-minute drive, but I didn't care because I was young.
Near.
In Idaho, that's near. Yeah, it's like so I used to drive 30 minutes to play a banjo, just because it's the only place I knew that had one, and it was fun. I bought one guitar from them, so I don't feel too bad. But I spent a lot of time at that Guitar Center. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do that though. Fiddle is a style of playing. Okay.
Yeah.
It does have an English dub. All right. I hope people can hear Corvus. I forgot to check. Seems like it's all right.
I mean, I figured since they mentioned it does have a dub, I figured they could hear me.
That's true.
Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding Oliver's message. So they want to do it with carpentry, but power tools are prohibited. I read that power tools are not legal in the UK, but I misread it.
No link to the power grid. That's funny. Violins and fiddles are heckin' hard to draw. I've been struggling with them for a while. Yeah, they are a collection of French curves. I generally just try to go very vague and let the rest figure itself out. Fake it till you make it, boys.
We have a blue Skittle.
A blue Skittle. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Orvis might be able to get a link to your channel so we can shout you out here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? I like the music you're playing right after go weep mode. Notice the Asian music sounds nice. I'm playing, what is this? This is Pretzel Rock. I have no idea what the music is. It's just chill. It's just a chill station.
Yeah,
A chill staniel? What is wrong?
I think it says Harvest. Maybe the song of it. So
7 out of 10. Ears not big enough. I could make them bigger. I could make them bigger.
go full on wild elf ears.
Yep. The more fey they are, the bigger the ears get. Druid, how are you doing? Druid. Oh. Skittle. I was gonna say the blue Skittle, but then I said the bluest Skittle, and then I just said the bluest Druid. Like that's what my brain just did. I jumped like 3 sharks right there. Skittle, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. How is your art going? Please let me know. Messing around with a stone chamber of fire. That could be fun. Doing well. Good to hear. Good to hear. So many blue mages, right? Still not used to YouTube live streams. Yeah, they're different. They're definitely different. Have you started doing any yourself, or are you still just on primarily Twitch? You know, that's a good point. We could shout out your Twitch stream if you'd like. That would make way more sense of a thing to do. People can still vote for the color of pen if the orange is too abrasive on the eyes.
I voted green.
I really can't tell today. Like, my eyes are so out. It's like, I hope that orange is not too bright. Let me know if it is.
Sharing.
I'm scared to even start a YouTube stream, given how dead my channel is. Well, you're oh, your YouTube channel. It's like, you're doing great on Twitch. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a different audience, for sure. So I don't know. I don't really have any advice for that. I like the YouTube a little better, but it could possibly be because then I don't have to do push-ups. So that's on me. It's on me for putting up my goals, channel points thing. I'm kind of wondering if YouTube's ever going to incorporate that, or if that's just something that Streamlabs kind of went wholeheartedly for Twitch. I put up like 1 video a year, more or less. Nice. Routine push-ups, 2,000 meme points. One of these days. No, I do need to get back into working out more, so that might be a thing in the future here. body is. I've discovered that working out, my doctor has told me, is just going to suck, but I should do it anyways. And I was like, all right, cool. So we'll probably get into that here next month after my eye is fixed.
Morbid, this is what Rook is showing right now is the first roll of the day, so.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know who Blue Skittle is, Blue Skittle does amazing landscape work on Twitch. I highly recommend a follow over there. Check that out.
Yep.
We raid from time to time. If you're ever on the Twitch stream, which we normally do Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I've been doing them less because I've been working. Which is great. I mean, like, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. I do have another commission, the last in a series for tonight. Doubt I will do it on Twitch because I just need to do some rough sketches today. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to finish up the video so we can have that done. I might finish it up tonight, though. I doubt it, but it could happen. I got a big chunk of it done yesterday, so I was really happy about that.
Good.
Should be a good video, I hope. I hope. Rook is blind, so is slow. That's true. Health update. My eye's still doing okay. I just can't see much. And when I went to the doctor today, they were like, it should basically have been fixed and healed by now. But he thinks we're at like 30 to 40% of the way, so it's going to take another like 8 months. So probably doing a surgery to fix that instead of waiting 8 more months. But that should be pretty low key sometime next month. And then the day after the surgery, I should be back to normal. So probably should have done the surgery like 2 months ago. But we're doing it now. So that's where we're at. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good health-wise. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Hopefully, keep doing that. Pray for your eye. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh. The hearts are parting.
Oh, cat box. That is an adorable. Is that? How do I get that? You say the cats are parting?
The hearts are hearting.
Hearts are hearting. What is that?
In the chat, there's like a heart thingy.
I don't see this. Uh-oh.
Maybe it's only for
Do I need-
viewers.
Do I need to have my... Maybe, hold on, let me switch and look this over. The hearts are hearting. Am I on TikTok?
No. So there's this new thing where there's like a little heart emoji on the chat, and if you click it, it sends little hearts and smiley faces. And
That's awesome. I want to do that. Whoops, I should not have clicked that.
there's more.
Okay, I see Bionic's heart.
Yep. But you can just.
Apparently, I don't have access to that.
Weird.
Yeah, that's super weird.
More cats.
Just came in and saw my little witch girl being made. Great to see everyone. Yeah, Elvin hair, no problem.
Cat box. It's just a YouTube emoji.
Interesting.
The cat box is.
Okay. That's super good. I like that. My cat's chilling on me. It is appropriate. Cat box is great. Maybe we should do like a rugby box sticker one of these days.
How have we not done that?
I think I did. There's rugby with a box on his head. That one exists. Woo-hoo.
Animators would like to know what season are they in? The Eladrin, spring, summer, autumn?
That's a good question. Elvin hair, do you have an update for that? We're either gonna go like super, super thick eyeliner or like really gnarly chin tattoos. Depending on the answer here.
Chin tattoos.
Yeah. Spring and summer feel like forehead things, whereas like winter and fall feel like pointy chins. Spring if possible. All right, we're going for more eyeshadow or eye. Go.
massive winged eyeliners.
Yep. Might even do with like some flowers here. Little ghosties. Little ghosty spirits floating around. Whoop. Ooh. Box cat, dab, 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 dab. Is that the new boots and cats? Boots and dabs and cats and dabs. Bam, 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 bam. Poopy singer spectacle pops? Spectral pops. Do you play video games? Oh, all the time. Oh, yeah.
Well, we don't play video games here.
This is the backup channel for the video games. I did start my YouTube career as a Let's Player, to not a lot of success, but
Oversaturation of the market.
yeah. Old married couple plays Legend of Zelda. So like that was the YouTube channel essentially. We made a lot of fun little things. Actually, I don't know how many people ever even came over from that channel. I think I had like 800 subscribers or something when I quit doing that. Might have hit 1,000. I'm not sure.
Were you trying to say Tony Hawk? The HB?
What even is a... Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, Vigi game.
Vigigalk?
Yeah, that is like autocorrect WTF.
Gotcha. Subclass, she was literally wanted a ghost to inhabit people and objects to help them in out of combat. That's pretty awesome. That's a fun subclass. There's a few different things like that in Pathfinder that I've played and are fun.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting take to do College of Creation, because they get like the dancing item stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Just like you animate objects, or is it?
Yeah, they get like a feature where they can like animate like objects, but also kind of bring objects into being for a limited period of time.
Cool. I like that.
I'm
currently interested in Hi-Fi Rush. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Is that a mobile game? Tried to say video games. Dishes can sometimes be fun to clean. I was a dishwasher for a long time. Many times in my life, actually.
Hate washing dishes.
I mean, there's worse things you can do.
There is.
That's always been my thought of it. Washing dishes is one of the most like mind-numbing things I've done, which was great because when I went back to college and I needed a part-time job because college is too expensive, I went to a restaurant and I was like, I want to be a dishwasher. And they were like, no, you want to be a server. I'm like, I don't want to be a server again. And I tried to go after the server and I was just like, I just want to come here and shut my brain off. And they're like, all right, fine. So let me be a dishwasher. And then I eventually became a cook. But if you need money, you can basically walk into any restaurant and be like, can I wash dishes for you? And they will fire their dishwasher because most of them are just not. It's one of the weird, like, rotatey jobs in the food industry. That's my pro tip for everybody. If you need a job, just go wash dishes somewhere.
I don't want the dishwasher to get fired.
Well, they're usually, like, the big thing for me is every time I've ever been a dishwasher, and the reason I'm always able to, like, become a cook or a waiter or something at the restaurant is because then they say this to me. They're like, can you be here on time? Yes. Do you own a car? Yes. Then you're more reliable than a lot of the dishwashers. That's just how it was for a long time for me. So, no offense to anybody that still washes dishes. Like I said, I did it for a long time. It's a great gig. It's really hard on your body, but like, it's just, you don't have to think about it a lot. You just have to do it. And if you can do it, you're good at it. Which I love. Love and hate. Being wet is not fun. Like, you have to be tough. Just wet and steamy and carrying 50 pounds of ceramics. I'm gonna roll a new one. I think I'm done with this one. Don't think I'm trash talking anybody that's been a dishwasher, because like I said, I've done it many times. I absolutely think it's a great way to get into the restaurant industry. Still 27, so I'm gonna roll once again a d8 and d20. 13 plus 2, 15. Okay. A stuffed poppet which resembles. Okay, sorry, hold on. I gotta read this whole sentence first. Stuffed puppet resembling a female human, kind of like a hand puppet. Okay.
I like the puppets from Mr. Rogers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, if I draw a Muppet, because I can do a Muppet.
Or Muppet.
Like, how human do you want them to look?
How uncanny valley.
Right, yeah. If you want to wash something, use environmentally friendly disposable products. There's a lot of places that are doing that now, which is great. Especially here in Washington, like they have a pretty good system. The places I've worked all had pretty good systems for like capturing. I think they have to capture grease, so they can't just flush it down the sinks, which is great. And they have to use environmentally friendly products to wash their dishes, which is awesome. Great things about the UK universities is that if you are earning under $30,000 a year, you don't have to pay the loans back. Well, that would be nice. that would be really nice.
Let's not talk about this.
Oh, my depression.
Don't rub it in, Oliver.
Yeah. I went to school for a long time. Like, I get that. I've been paying back my student loans for a long time. And I still owe a lot more than when I started, which is not good. Not good at all. So I paid off a couple of them. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yeah. 2 things you can't talk about is healthcare. Oops, this is supposed to be a puppet, not a person. Started drawing a portrait.
It's a stuffed animal.
And education. Yeah. Weep.
Just simply because me and Rick get incredibly depressed about it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. It's gonna make the mood very dour.
Yep.
This morning I called my my student loan servicers. Yeah, thank you, Elvin here. I appreciate that. Into the student loan fund. Actually, it's probably going into the eyeball fund. I called my student loan servicers and I was like, why are all these numbers wrong? Like, all of these numbers are not the same. So which one of these is the correct number? And they were like, we don't know. Call your other people. And I was like, okay. So I called them and they went, we don't know. Call the other people. And then I was pissed off because it's just like, they just gave me the runaround. And then they sent me an email this morning like, how did we do? Please fill out this survey. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fill out this survey. And I let them have it.
Good.
Like, nobody answered my question. They just passed the buck.
And what's the sad is they probably don't know the answer. Why?
Oh, I'm absolutely sure nobody read my email. Like, both of them were just like boilerplate. We got this thing, and here's what you should do about it. And it's like that. I have a very specific question. I need someone to look at it and answer for me. And they just kicked the can. So we'll see what happens.
To bureaucracy. Yay.
Yeah. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is screwing up. Yeah, exactly. Every now and again, my university will call me and they're like, hey, would you like to donate to the student blah, 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 blah? And I was like, can you forgive my student loans for me? And they're like, what? I'm like, can you, just, I still owe you guys a shit ton of money. So will you guys just cancel that loan and then I can donate some money to your school? And they're like, I can't do that. I'm like, okay, well then stop calling me. It's just like there's a definite like.
I get that as well. I mean, they call every alumni.
Yeah.
But I technically have donated to my university, but it was like while I was still there, so it's like on record that I've donated X amount of money. I was like,
they're never gonna stop calling you.
Nope. I was like,
never.
I don't mind it, because I know it's all students who are only solely doing this just to get an extra buck. It's like
it's absolutely not the person calling you's fault.
Yeah,
which is why I'm always just more sassy than like, please write down in my account. Go fuck yourself. That'd be great. Just so the next person knows not to call me.
Yeah, because
mark my words.
Because I've done their job before and. Yeah, it's not always fun.
Oh no, I'm sure there are a lot of people that get real pissed off about it.
This woman got incredibly sassy with me, like to the point of being angry that I said good afternoon when it was 5 o'clock.
Oh my goodness, that's excessive.
I was like,
that is too excessive for me.
I think I actually just hung up on her. And I was like, I ain't doing this. And the woman who was over and was like looking, was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, fine." Just marked her name off the list. It's like,
I owe you thousands. Would you piss if you? That's what this will say. Off, piss off with your donations. You drove me beneath a rock bottom. Yeah, yeah, okay. Just want a big, like, cotton ball hair. What was this supposed to be?
A witch.
A puppet witch?
Yep.
Okay, so we need a hat then. Ignore me.
Oh, my father's a geologist and gets calls from people wanting to know where to harvest blue healing crystals. Wild. Yeah, that's sad bionic. They don't even know the name of the rock. Or mineral, I guess. Probably a more correct term. Just that it's blue.
One second, I got a text message. Maybe this hat is too big. Do witches need hats? Maybe witches don't need hats.
I don't think so.
Somebody sell me on the hat. Or off the hat. Someone, I need another witchy thing instead of a hat. I mean, I like my tropes.
Yeah.
Especially when the rest of her body is just like burlap.
What other things witches have? Daggers? Could you, like, a focused dagger?
Oh, wow, I missed a lot of chat. Hold on a second. Anyone want some alcohol-free strawberry lime cider? God, if you can't see her. That sounds pretty good. You get calls from people wanting to know if they harvest the blue crystals. Okay, that's where that was. Helium crystals are super light. Interesting. I don't know. Helium crystals are super light. I don't know if that's true. That seems like a... there can't be that much helium in the crystal, can there, that it would change the density? Liquid helium is a thing, I believe, since you can liquefy oxygen. Yeah, you can have liquid helium. Or am I thinking liquid hydrogen? I mean, it's you can liquefy anything, most things. It's just a matter of pressure and temperature. People know that rocks really well. They're the geologists or Steven Universe fans. That's funny. That's fair, Burning. Burning kind of might have swayed me. Anytime you think the hat's too small, make it, or anytime you think the hat's too big, you just need to make it bigger. I might be thinking about this all wrong.
I hate this map so much.
Map?
Yes.
What are you playing?
Final Fantasy. I'm completely and totally lost.
Are you in the Dravanian Highlands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to get to the second dungeon.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are. After the stream, I can fly you there because it's terrible. Like that is a like, oh hey, you're playing this. I'm just gonna take you there. It's fucking awful.
Because it's like, honestly, I had to walk there because I can't fly yet.
Like, yeah, and so there's the town, and then there's the two bridges, and then there's the dungeon like right here. And to get to it, you have to go down here, around a castle, then up and around, and then over here. But like, it's right fucking here. There's just a cliff.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why did you do this? So, yeah, it's purposefully
evil,
obtuse. Yeah, because like you have to fly. You have to either have flying or walk forever for no reason. It's just like, that's stupid.
Yeah. It's like,
the hat is the symbol of the witch trial. Oh, so it's bad.
Yeah.
It's one of them like Jesus cross kind of things. That's a very old George Carlin joke, I think.
All this stuff made sense when I realized he was formerly Catholic. I was like, oh, yep, makes total sense now.
Oh yeah, super loud, very like angry at the world.
Yep. Which makes it even more funny when he played as like a archbishop in Dogma.
I mean, I think that was the point.
Yeah, it's like nice.
Yeah. George Carlin is one of those people that like my parents, my dad really liked him, but also like wasn't supposed to like him.
He would tell you never watch George Carlin while watching George Carlin.
Kind of, yeah. Same thing with Monty Python. It's like, this isn't appropriate. We just keep watching it.
It's fine. We'll go to confession later. It's fine.
I wanted this to be like a silk dress, but I don't know if this turned out right.
It looks more like spider silk lace.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm just going to leave it.
Let's see. What do we miss here? Yep.
A poison apple. That's not a bad idea. We need some vials. The funny thing about poppets that I didn't think about the other day, like if you have a poppet and you have a potion, it's massive. Poppets are just tiny.
Or do potion, or is it like an unsaid rule that potions are resized to appropriate creature sizes?
Yeah, I mean, like magical items and stuff do, but I've often thought about that for smaller creatures. Like, is a magic potion, if you drink half of it, is it half as potent, or does all of the magic go into it, and like the spell is spent even though you didn't drink all the liquid?
Yeah, I want to think that a full, like a normal sized potion for a poppet is like 2 doses of a healing
You'd
potion.
think so, yeah. But then do you get half the healing out of it? Yeah, see, that's the weird part. Mechanically, it makes sense that it's just like you have to drink the potion goes into you spell-wise, and then the spell goes off. Right? So the liquid is, it doesn't matter how much of it you drink, the liquid is just the conduit for holding the spell. I think it's weird. Trinkets like bone necklaces and decayed flowers are a good witch indicator. Accidentally remembered absolute zero, I think. Chemical cooling processes. Hoods work well. That was a good idea. Sorry, Bernie, I missed that one. If it's not mistaken, the witch's hat is based on the hats that everyone would wear during the period, if not some odd and more pristine hats of history, such as Prince hat. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just got an idea for a fire genasi. Nice. Cryomancer. Yeah. Yeah, the cryomancer is something that I thought would be pretty awesome. Not as a genasi, but you could definitely do like an ice elemental. I think would be really fun. But that would be neat as a genasi. They did that for Brand in League of Legends. All the fire mages, they basically have a cryo skin for them. I think it looks really cool. Blue fire. What? Monty Python is rated PG. Well, it's rated PG in like the early 90s.
Mind you, the 90s was a very late 80s, early 90s was a very different time.
Mm-hmm. Monty Python was also making people uncomfortable by bringing up gay people in a non-negative light, which was still illegal. There you go. Fair enough.
Yep.
I'm drawing rigorously through you guys for the moment. I've got a trapped neck nerve. And recovering, but it makes it impossible hard right now. Sorry to hear that. I hope it feels better soon. Quick recovery. Wish you a quick recovery. So a mending spell would heal the doll or just give it some temp HP. I am a fan of, especially with constructs, the mending spell, I would give it a flat healing amount. Because if you're spending a whole turn or a whole action to cast, mending's a level 1 spell, right?
I think it's a cantrip.
It might be a cantrip in 5e.
Let me look Pathfinder.
Yeah. Because yeah, someone was basically like, the reason that there's not a lot of cantrip healing spells is because then you could just essentially heal someone up outside of combat, which I'm kind of okay with.
Yeah.
You're spending time to do it. But that's the benefit of a construct. Is like, yeah, absolutely, that's what it's for. You need time and you can repair yourself.
It's
but
a
healing
level
magic
1
shouldn't
spell.
work on you. Level 1 spell? Yeah, then I'm totally fine with it. That would just count as a healing for any construct. I do like the idea of constructs not being healed by normal means. Yeah. I'd love that as well. Is a cantrip useful for Artificer's Homunculi?
Would argue.
I don't know.
Because even though they're sort of like pseudo-living things, they're also still kind of constructs.
Yeah.
So Pathfinder also went the route of like how D&D does it, where you can still be healed by healing
life. Yeah.
And their main reason is so like when you drop to 0 HP, you're not broken and can't be revived.
Yep. Which used to be really fun, but with that, constructs were super, super durable. Like, you're basically immune to everything.
Yeah.
Don't need to eat, don't need to sleep, don't need to breathe. Immune to most types of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like high damage resistances, hardness. Like, you were very hard to kill as a construct, but if you ever reached 0 hit points, that was it.
Yep.
You were done. So I liked it. I liked it a lot, but it was kind of a risk and reward thing.
Yeah.
Would you allow a race to have a passive heal akin to trolls and Onis? I think so, yeah. I've done it in the past. You just have to be really careful with it, because it scales differently than you might anticipate. Like giving somebody fast healing 2, it's like, that's super OP. And it's like, if you're only ever going to get to round 6, fast healing 2 only gives you 12 hit points, which is, essentially a level 1 heal spell maximized. So, Yeah. Like, the best thing about fast healing is that you basically can't be knocked down permanently. If you reach 0 hit points and someone does not kill you, you eventually just wake up. So it really just negates the death saves.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine. I think it's fine because I do also think there's something about, like, you can work in something about being unconscious in there. Like, you're immune to bleeds, which I think is really fun. You take 1 round of bleed damage and then you heal from it, or heal it. It definitely shuts off parts of the game.
Yeah. I didn't think about that, but yeah. Because I know there's a few things
I'm
that
done with this.
give you fast healing, like as archetype stuff, and it's just like fast healing 4. I was like, okay.
Yeah, fast healing 4 is really, really good. But like I said, it just depends on how long you're in combat normally versus what the triggering effect is and how long it persists. So.
Yeah. Because I think the one I'm remembering is it only lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
So a typical combat round.
Yep. And so if you have fast healing 4 for a minute, that's 40 hit points, which is not nothing. Like, that's really good.
Yeah.
But most people, I think I had one of Finney's potions. As an alchemist, you can give somebody fast healing, and it's like fast healing 2, and it lasts for 3 minutes or something like that. And so it's like you drink it, you go through combat, and then you're like, okay, now that combat's over the next minute, I heal another 20 hit points. So it's a time thing, which I like. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm done with this poppet. This is my little witch poppet. She needs like a wand or something. I guess I didn't give her a dagger.
I think it looked witchy enough.
We'll give her a little dagger here. She's tiny.
A little safety pin or bobby pin.
Like a paring knife. We'll go like a kitchen knife.
Like that one Alice in Wonderland game.
I prefer 1 heals per 10 minutes while you have more than 1 HP. That seems inconsequential. Like that's worse than taking a short rest. So I don't see how that's. I mean, if you want to be able to, I need to make a note of that actually, because that was something I was thinking about. Like basically, the Konrasu is something that's the video I'm working on. And something interesting about the Konrasu is that they constantly are regrowing their limbs, but mechanically that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So really, what it does is, I think you should be able to like change your shape or heal, like basically have regeneration, but only just at a very slow pace.
I think that's in a way to help a way of mechanically facilitating like retraining.
Yeah.
Retraining out of ancestry feats, which you can technically do, but some don't allow you to. But I think for Konrasu, I would allow some traits to be retrained out.
I would think so, yeah, because like if you constantly just regrowing your wooden body, you might as well. Human spore druid who wears wooden armor, big shield, and wolf familiar with mushrooms. The wolf familiar has mushrooms? Human spore druid who wears wooden armor.
Yeah, because they can use their zombie spores on animal corpses.
Ooh, gotcha. The doll from 9 were called Stitch Punks. Yeah, Stitch Punk was fun. I did a whole project on Stitch Punk when I was in college. That was really fun. So are poppets like the dolls from 9? I guess so, yeah. Like, that's one way to look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go a little more brown this time.
Still orange, dang it.
Yep, nobody's voting. Nobody's voting on colors. They must really love the orange, which is fine. The rules have...
You don't have to go with the flow, people. Or go with the crowd. Don't listen to Bri.
I'm going to take a quick break real quick. 1 second. Hold on. I need to take a phone call real quick. Be right back.
Yes. I'll tell Rick when he gets back to put up a new poll, because I can't do that.
They put me on hold. That's no good. And now my headphones have fallen apart. It's gonna be a weird day.
They said we need a new poll. Hello?
Sorry, I muted myself.
Oh.
Set up a new one. Unless we should have other questions. I like the idea here, but purple. Would not be opposed to other poll ideas. Do you have any character ideas that you really want to play? I have an idea for a feral tiefling dream druid. Basically, we're a walking nightmare. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing an investigator coming up, which I think is going to be really fun because I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. What was the other one? I really want to play the muscle wizard.
Cast fist.
Yeah, I cast fist. There was something else I had. Another really fun idea. I don't think of what it was.
Ice cleric?
Yeah, the ice cleric. That one should be super fun. I might end up playing a ranger too, because I really want to play a ranged bow user.
Mm.
I just haven't had the opportunity.
I think I hear the on-hold music and the just
Yeah.
air so slowly coming in and going out.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll know if other people can hear it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But we need someone to break the tie between blue and purple.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to schedule my appointment different. I need new headphones. I don't need new headphones. I need a new headphone ear pad. This one keeps falling off. It was held on with string, but now the string is broken. My life is falling apart.
Looks like the next drawing should be in purple.
All right, we got purple. We'll do that. Bro, Muscle Wizard sounds dope. Imagine getting grappled and then point blank fireball. Oh yeah, delayed fireball and then grabbing somebody. It'd be so funny. Maybe I'll do that with a villain. Have like a fire genasi who's just immune to fire and be like, let's have some fun. 3 rounds. And just start grabbing people. No. Yeah, Ice Cleric sounds really fun. What did I miss while I was gone? We got a fun growing in the works. Deadpan speaking spore druid. Astral armor monk. Nice. That's a tadpole tail. Interesting. Made out of spores. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. Rolling a math rock with odds or evens. The results remain stale. What do you mean by stale? Just realized this looks like Rufio armor. I have a board on my chest.
It is wooden armor.
Yeah, I don't know how much. You could probably get some pretty fancy wooden armor carved. I really want to make another carved wooden mask. I did it in college with power tools, and I want to do it with just like chisels. That would be awesome. A friend talked about how blue and purple were neck and neck in the poll. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably just remake the poll every time. That would make way more sense. Because people have until the next drawing to vote.
Yeah. Because one day we could vote multiple times every few minutes, and I don't know.
That today.
Yeah. I suppose you should check out the Patreon for stickers, or the Discord.
It's true. Yeah, check out the Patreon. Check out the Discord. People that are YouTube members or Discord members also get access to the digital stuff, the digital Patreon rewards. But if you are a Patreon member of the Bugbear or higher, there will be new stickers going out next week. So yeah, that's in the works right now. Waiting for the next set to come in, and then the video will come out, and I'll send them off that day. I don't know why druids have to have messy hair. I just realized what I've done.
Because they're dirt wizards.
Like, yoked. That's true, but like I feel like most wizards are dirt wizards.
Yeah.
I guess if you have prestidigitation, you probably don't have dirty anything. Is there a subclass you have trouble drawing, Rook? Subclass? No. I guess maybe I do. Maybe I have trouble with, like, sorcerer is unspecified. So they don't really have a lot of. They can be anything.
Yeah.
They can be anything. And so until you specify exactly what their like subclass is, you don't know like what physical attributes should be attributed to them being a sorcerer. Other than that, I mean, everything's everything. Doesn't matter. College of what, eloquence? Just make them fancy, I guess. Trying to think of other things I've struggled with.
Witches.
Witches, yeah. What does a witch look like?
Like Nimmy.
I don't think so, Morbid. Druids have messy hair because we sleep naked in beds of moss and forget-me-nots all the time. All the theta peep at. Okay. Well, it looks nice. It tends to toss and turn. That's fair. This is very uncomfortable.
Oh, the deer skeleton underneath this moss bed.
Oh, I was sleeping on a Wolverine all night.
Dang it, people.
Missed a lot of lives. Glad to make it to this one. Yeah, welcome in, Trail. Cosmic says, I'd like to make characters based on songs, either how the song makes me feel or interpretations of the lyrics. Interesting.
I've kind of done that once for a character.
Yeah. I think that kind of also ties into like the meme characters. And not like the I'm making this for a meme, but like I've had somebody want to play like Chungus Bunny. They're just like, I think this is really funny and I want to make a character out of it. Like, that's great. That's a great starting place. And the question is just, what are you doing? Versus when I say troll characters, like you're not, or meme characters, not trolling somebody. You want to use something that is on your mind and funny and has inspired you. And I think that's appropriate. That's an appropriate use of memes. Versus like, I'm going to be Pepe the Frog and just be an asshole to everybody. It's like, well, let's not do that.
Not and say we did.
Yeah. Sorry. I was going to say a very impolite political statement that I'll say later off stream.
So let's be honest, going back to dirt druids, a spore druid would be pretty crusty.
You'd think so, yeah. I mean, like, you're just covered in mold all the time. Nobody wants that.
Like, I think the only one I could think of being really, like, clean would probably be, like, College of Dreams or the College of Stars. Not College, but Circle of Stars and
Yeah.
Dreams.
I can see that. Yeah, because, I mean, for all of Caduceus being well-kept and happy, like, mushrooms grow in poop. That's just poop and trees.
Again, he wasn't a druid.
You're right. I always feel like he's a spore druid, and he's not.
Because the only spore... I mean... I think...
He's a cleric.
Probably, yeah, he's a grave cleric. I think the reason people get that mixed up is he has a spell called Decompose.
Yeah.
So...
He definitely feels like a spore. And he's got a staff full of bugs, which is not spores either.
Yep.
So, he's got all the things that I think a spore druid should have.
Like his breastplate was made of like a bug shell and...
And I think it has mushrooms on it too. I think that was another thing you described it. My money plants recently got mold because I overwatered them. That's no good. I have no idea how to properly water shit. I'm very bad at that. I want to make a bard who's kind of crap at using a musical instrument, but does anyways, and does it somehow a charming way. I think that's just that's another one of those meme characters that, like, I think that I hear that a lot. People suggest that a lot. What did Lars say to me the other day? He's like, I want to be a cleric, but I want to be really bad at healing. And I was just like, I just had to like facepalm a little bit and be like, does that mean that you don't have healing spells, or that you hurt people when you heal them? Like, what is your intent? And so I think the intent is really important.
Because you could just be a cleric with a harm spell.
Yeah. Jolene, hello, welcome in. Because like I like that concept of like an endearing bard learning to play, but mechanically, do you want it to be worse than normal, or do you want mechanically to be good and then you're just flavoring it that you're playing like charmingly? Rugged food, you know, or like what's the other word? Rustic. Like, are you just playing rustic music, or is it actually bad? Like, is it failing? So, isn't there a cleric who's bad at healing, just a bard? I mean, yeah. See, that's a good example. Like, do you want to have weaker healing spells? Do you want to have weaker musical spells as a bard, or do you just want to like portray yourself as kind of a bumpkin, like, which is fine. I don't know why I said bumpkin. I was thinking of like someone playing the jug.
Hey, bumpkin.
Like, yeah, just like I'm a world-class bard. Do. Like, that's just all you do. The magic still happens. It's still effective. But you know, you're not performing like Mozart or something. You're just playing very rustic music. And I think that's fine. I just think you just need to answer those questions for the character before you play it. Because I'm totally with Lars, it's the same thing. Like, I'm totally fine with both of those character choices. I just want to make sure he's asked himself that question before he plays. Please define bad at healing. I did that something similar with the bard where I wanted to tell only bad jokes, and we had a thing that if it was too egregious, then I took the damage. It wasn't like inappropriate jokes. They were legitimately bad jokes, like just crummy, not funny jokes. And sometimes they were good. Sometimes they were really well placed. And sometimes I just like randomly picked one and it didn't make any sense. And they were like, yeah, no, you're taking a D6 of damage for that. It's like, dang it. All right. Womp womp. Just gave me an idea for a stupid character, a Beastmaster Goliath with a pet rock. That's really funny. That's really funny. I like that a lot. Once again, do you get all the mechanical things that a rock could do, but the rock just, he has to throw it or something? Fetch. Then he just goes and picks it up. If I played with someone who wanted to be a cleric who was bad at healing, I'd have them start as not a bard. Like, make them an NPC class. So that's going to be old fast. Yeah, and that was the big thing for me. I'm like, if you want to do that, just play a warlock. Just tell everybody you're a cleric, but play a warlock. Can you heal me? It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, because there's a divine patron.
Fireball. I had talked with someone a while ago about a warlock that their Eldritch Blast was a heal. I don't remember who I talked to that about it, but like, that's an interesting idea. Hyper powerful, but I like that idea. That kind of goes back to like the fast healing, right? You just have to balance it to make sure it makes sense for the fight.
Oh, Bionic coming in with Shade second edition. Not Pathfinder, but D&D.
A cleric that's bad at healing? You mean a D&D? The cleric was weird, all right? I get it. Like, I love it. The cleric was weird for a long time. Was first edition the one with priests? You had to do priest fighter, and that was technically a cleric? I think that's how it worked. That might have been AD&D, which is second edition, which might be what you're talking about. Celestial warlocks with inspiring leader and a priest background to Copium? I don't know that word. Is that a bad word?
I don't think it's a bad word.
I don't understand what that word in context or out of context means. I think I'm done with this guy. I think this is a good wood druid. Spory wood druid. We'll give him some mushrooms on his staff, even though that it's kind of weird. Pretty happy with this guy. That's a fun character. I like that one. Okay. At least that's what Google had to say. Oliver, I'm not sure if whatever you typed went through.
No, it's about what the person above them said.
Oh. Celestial Warlock with inspired. Copium is not a bad word. Copium is a fictional or metaphorical opiate taken in order to cope. Oh, okay. Oh, copium. Okay, I gotcha. In the context of a warlock, it's like coping with having minimal healing spells. Gotcha. Give him a mycelial cape. Might have misspelled that. Which is mushroom drips. Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'm infected. Instructaboy? That's a whole new channel. We should make Instructaboy. Indestructiboy, hello. Welcome in. How are you today? Welcome in, everybody who just joined us. It is Wednesday. It is the free draw. Viewer suggestion, I guess. Viewer suggestion draw. Our next one's going to be purple, so let me switch to purple. Yep. We just drew a Spore Druid. Oh, it just switched to blue. Well, shoot.
Did it?
Everyone get your votes in right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the next sketch up. If you guys have characters you would like to suggest to put on the list, you're allowed to suggest a one sentence character. We put it on a list. I'm gonna roll some dice and we pick which ones to draw based on the dice. For people who are just joining in, Flutes, hello, welcome in. It is Wednesday. I am Rookzer0. I do character sketches and art. And we usually base them off of viewer suggestions. So yeah, welcome in everybody. I'm going to roll the dice here in just a second, so I'll let people get their last minute votes on the channel there. Let's see if we can get an Indestructible shout out. Indestructible, there we go. I think I might be able to just at them now, but I'm not sure. Boom! Thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. Floosloos, how are you doing too? Welcome in. My party has befriended a half-church Grimm. That sounds awesome. I don't know what that means. Is a Grimm like a monster hunter? Like the show? Like the Brothers Grimm?
No.
And what is a half-church? Is it half a church?
So a church Grimm is a black dog.
Ooh.
Like a ghost black dog that protects a church cemetery.
Oh, like a temple dog.
Yeah. But
nice.
But from the UK.
Tune back in. I'm infected. Yeah, that's how it works. Dark Kitty, hello. Hunter Automaton Champion based off of a snow leopard. Nice. That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Hunter automatons are quadrupedal.
Nice. Okay, that is on the list. I'm doing well. I've been quiet lately, but might make a comeback in June. Awesome. Yeah, let me know. You're always welcome to hang out here. Yeah. shoot you a shout out whenever you're back and doing your stuff. Let me know. Okay. If you guys have not checked out Indestructible Boys channel, I highly recommend it. They're making some really cool stuff. I'm not sure if the Kickstarter is still going or not. I have to check. But great content. Great new system coming out. Lots of fun stuff. Okay, rolling the dice. Here we go. 12. An Earthidin paladin with funky tentacles. Reasonable bloke, just looks mildly suspicious. I don't know what that means. But we can definitely draw an Earthidin, which is the Mind Flayers, I believe. The buff Mind Flayer. And what's our color here? Blue? Sweet. We'll start a new poll for the next one. Okay. Hey, it's my guy. Yeah, people. See if we can get some interesting. He's a paladin, so I want to give him like a breastplate. But I also want to make him kind of weird, because, well, they're just weird, you know. I'm not sure what funky tentacles means either. Like, is he playing a trumpet? Get some funky jazz going? Or is it like anti-funky, which I'm not probably gonna do. He's just a sketchy I can't even say that word. Illithrid? Always looks like he's up to something. Okay. You need to make sure he doesn't look sad. He just needs to look shifty. Kickstarter just got funded. Nice! Congratulations! That's super awesome. I want to see what you'd come up with. Okay. What if each of his tentacles just has a fist on it?
That's creepy.
It's super creepy. I'm not going to do it.
Thank you.
That's super great. Congratulations. If you guys haven't checked out the Kickstarter, I highly recommend it. That's for Indestructible Boys channel. I don't know if I have a link for that anymore, but that's really good. I'm glad they got funded. I can't remember if they have just long tentacles or if they have more tentacles. I think they're supposed to have 6 instead of the 4. Sounds right. It's a disco outfit. Yeah, in a disco outfit. They're also coming off the back of his head. Thank you, Corvus. Go check that out. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be funky for these. Paladin, Mind Flayer, Tentacle Face. It's a dog that got a bit of Grim, a monster set block, from their parents. Basically, dog template for mechanics. Gotcha. Doing the disco night for you. I kind of want to just give him like way too many tentacles. And that's what makes him kind of shady. Is they're just like a writhing mass of tentacles. It's like a flying spaghetti monster, but a paladin. That, or he's just an octopus, like driving a robot. That could be really funny. I'm definitely a mind flayer. Blah, blah, blah. Tentacles with bones in them. I was thinking about I just watched a whole bunch of Ghost in the Shell. And so I was like, what if they were like robotic? Like they just had little bendy bits, but yeah, I didn't want to do that. I thought about it. Have you ever seen a red handfish? It's more or less a walking fish, and it looks really a fantasy creature. It's an underwater cousin of the goblin. Is that like the ones they walk on their fins? Their little pectoral muscles, and they're like, rap, 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 rap. Those are pretty cool. See if we can get some cool thing on this. I want him to have like a big old sword. I was gonna have the tentacles grab it, but now it's too far away. Oh well. My pen is getting a little too thick. I might need to rein this in a little bit. Hold on. Indeed it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have seen those. Those are awesome. Let's see. What is my next character? Hobbit was really funny. I guess we haven't talked about that. Are we playing on Saturday? I don't know if we are.
I haven't heard anything.
No.
But Druid was in the chat earlier. Maybe they're still around.
True. No rush on that. I think I need to go through and make Finny and Fine Eye more playable characters. Again, I need to update them. They're a little behind.
You're a hobo paladin.
Not a hobo. He's kind of a hobo paladin, I guess.
The reason I say hobo is because you wasn't giving him any like upgrade magic
Yeah.
items or anything. Just
Nope.
4.
He's just hanging out.
It's like, we've brought you on missions, bro.
I do like Finite. He's an interesting character. Paladin of Fate.
My only issue.
I think the.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I think the looking mildly suspicious could give him a -1 to persuasion rolls, but a +1 to deception. I don't know. I mean, if someone looks really suspicious, I think people would be less likely to believe them. So I would say I would give them a negative to charisma rolls, like everything charisma based, and then maybe pluses to intimidation as an alternative, or it wouldn't make sense for someone that looks really shady to have like bonuses to sleight of hand because like everyone's watching them. Like, don't trust you. Ringus, hello, hello. I love drawing while listening to these streams, so relaxing. Good. I'm glad to hear. I've not heard of the U.S. Army defending against handfish, but maybe. There's the real I'm probably not playing Saturday while I work out our longer quest line. I'll post something later. Okay. I might have something to play on Saturday, but it might not. I don't want to rush myself with the video and stuff, but I'll let you know. Slide of Tentacle. That's true. I like Slide of Tentacle. Having so many tentacles, people can't keep track of them, so you get a bonus to Sleight of Hand. But that could be fun. But people don't trust you. That's some mechanics I can get behind. You could do like a center of attention. You bring as much attention to yourself that others give the advantage of sleight of hand. Yep, I like that. That's kind of the way I like bards to be played. And I'm pretty generous with that kind of stuff when people want to do it's like, I'm going to do an action just to give benefits to everybody else, and then let them try something. I think that's a lot more of how the bard is supposed to be played than inspiration. It's like, okay, great. It is a lot more rolls, but I think that's fun. Rolls are fun. So. The inspiration is a good... it's a good mechanical like midpoint for doing that. Instead of having to like set up whatever you're going to do for a distraction, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna use my bardic powders. My bardic powders. Sneeb's powder, go. What's wrong with me?
You're clearly tired.
I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted. I can't see straight. It's great. It's great.
Sure you should be streaming then?
Who knows? Who knows? But I want to work. Yeah. School of Distraction Bard. Hey. Hey, listen. Hey.
Where like something like cutting words comes in.
That's true. I do like cutting words. More tentacles. More. You will give me a 5-star review. Jester subclass for a bard could be really cool. Yeah, I think so. Smoke and Mirrors bard? I like that. That sounds good. There's got to be an illusory bard. Class, is there not?
Oh, base bard is pretty. Most of the bard spells are illusion spells.
Okay.
So.
Yes. I haven't heard a cat yell at me yet this morning, and I'm slightly concerned. He must be outside. Okay, I think I'm about done with this bad boy. College of Pantomime. It's behind you. I love the combo of allies distracting a boss for the mage to hit him with a special beam cannon. Buy me around. Oh, that has different meanings, but yeah, I like that idea.
Buy me a vowel.
Comes down to the society your character's in. That's true. I can't think of any illusionary bard subclasses, and glamour is more of enchantment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you could make an argument that a College of Whispers would focus a lot on illusion stuff.
That's more deception. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But I mean, that's more of like
nefarious
words,
illusions.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's not actually. It's not. I guess physical illusions doesn't make a lot of sense, but visual illusions, I guess, is what I should say. Smoke and mirrors is a good. I like that concept.
Yeah, like I said, all bards basically have every illusion spell in their toolkit.
Sure. That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna roll some dice. Here we go.
Need an illusionary dragon? A bard could do it.
8. Rolled an 8. What's the color we're doing this time? Green.
Green.
Warforged paladin fighter, who's a shield guardian that gained sentience after its master died. Shield guardian. That's like an artificer?
I think it's
thing?
a golem.
A golem? Okay. What should our next poll be?
Sure. That's apparently a shield guardian.
Nice.
Kind of get like Iron Giant vibes from it. White.
Whispers is more about punching someone with your inspiration dice. That's pretty funny. That's true. Illusion Bard is one of the strongest subclasses. It's so strong that the illusion even to the player. Look over here, into my eyes. Listen to me, tentacles. Wait, what? Tentacles to guys? That's pretty good. Currently playing a shifter that avoids large groups of humans for fear of persecution. That's a good way to do it. The funky golem, my own druid, is going to get one as a friend. She already has the amulet for it. Nice. Nice. Have you guys watched the How to Play Flying Characters video yet? You should check it out before the new video comes out in the next few days. YouTube will never suggest it to you again. I feel like that's how it works. As soon as I release a new video, the old ones just stop being seen.
The timeline I heard is basically 48 hours after a video was released. If no one watches it, they're never going to recommend it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Those first couple hours are like really important.
Yeah.
I enjoy Shield Guardians, one of my favorite constructs. Yeah. Sorry, dyslexic, so I may have spelled that wrong and missed it. Well, that's fine. You don't have to. Oh. You're too busy. Nice. I was doing the premieres, the video premieres. I'm not sure people actually like that because, like, if you come late, you can't jump in. Like, you have to just finish watching it. So I think I might stop doing the premieres. Can you super chat a video? Is that a thing people can do? That was really the benefit to the premieres, is that people could like super chat versus just like having a watch party in the Discord, you know? I think you get another shot at a video being pushed if you give it a new thumbnail and re-up. I at least see a lot of bigger creators do that.
That seems
Maybe.
like cheating.
It does. The thumbnail is super important. It makes a big difference. So sometimes you just want to test it out and see which one people like. I want these shoulder pads to be huge. Just massive. But I think I have the shape wrong. Bad shape language. That's better. This needs to curve around the head. There we go. I want to go Full Metal Alchemist, but maybe not. This is wrong. I just discovered. If this is doing that, then this one needs to come like all the way over here. That's better. That's better. And this, whew, that'll be way over here. Hold on a second. This shoulder pad should be like right here. It's like he's wearing a giant coat. That's kind of cool. I'll go with it. We'll see what happens. Tell you what if we do this? Give them the chest spalder things, whatever the hell they're called. Sound like that. And then the shoulder pads on top. I think this got a little bit away from me. I think I made the guy from Osmosis Jones. So we're gonna start over. Huge pauldrons, yeah.
Drix.
A distraction-based Warforged. That could be pretty funny. Is that his name? Drix?
Yeah.
He was some kind of drug.
I think it was like Tylenol or something like that.
A little more Evangelion here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Suddenly Warframe? Yep. That's how most of my life is. Suddenly Warframe. Let's see if I can get this. Siege plating or something here on the arms. Scammer. Any tips for D&D YouTube? Royalty? Depends on what you mean by that. I focus a lot on artwork. Or getting some serious Rhino vibes. I like the Rhino idea. Side profile. Yeah, I decided to change it up. So what part of D&D YouTube would you like suggestions on? I do a lot of little videos here and there about different things. So if you haven't checked out my Why You Should Play series, I highly suggest that. How to play monster races and stuff. But if you're talking about just like how to be a D&D YouTuber, I'm probably not the best person to ask. There are many more successful D&D YouTubers out there. I think I'm like an illustrator first and a D&D YouTuber second. Telling stories about past campaigns. Yeah, I'm bad at that. I have no idea. I don't think any of us know that answer yet. Instructive. There you go. Welcome back in, by the way. Hope your stream went well. There's a lot of people out there doing, what is it, green text? Is that what it's called? They're just reading like Reddit stories. I think those are interesting because they are compiled the way they are. So I think having a good solid setup to do it is maybe more important than the story. Like, there's definitely people out there that just stream their live streams, right? And that works. And that, I think people are invested in the storyline campaign. But there are so many people that just like hearing stories about D&D that if you can, have good sound quality and have a good means of reading them in a way that is clear and concise, I think people just like hearing the stories. So yeah, it did. We got funded. Yeah, I heard about that. Congratulations. Crit crab thing. Yeah. I would say Root the board game, but they already made a TTRPG about it. Oh, is there a word game or something else that you'd like to see turned into a setting or tabletop RPG? Yeah, there's a handful of things that I haven't played. Like, I think the Dresden world is really good. And I think they have a tabletop RPG, but I haven't had a chance to play it. But I would definitely, I've put a lot of that stuff towards like my Pathfinder games, just using it for the lore and stuff. I really like how he, I think it's Jim Busher, is that right? Depicts the Fae, and so I really love putting the Fae in there. Demon Slayer could be a really cool inset for tabletop RPGs. It's set up really well for build your Slayer, build your sword type, go out and have a good time.
What are we talking about?
Just different ideas of things that would translate well to tabletop RPGs.
Mm.
You're interesting and fun to watch, so you seem like the best person to ask. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. D&D Doge is a good channel for that. Okay. Cosmore's finally getting one. I've never played a PBTA? I don't know what that is. But I hear it good. I do have to get into PBTA since I have one and I'm completely lost. Yeah, I don't know what that stands for. Oh, Powered by the Apocalypse. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I think I've only ever played one game of something that used that system, but I've seen a few people play it. It seems pretty awesome. I need some scuffs on this cauldron here. I actually want this to stretch around to the back, so I'm gonna get a little rounder.
Rounder.
All the Jonas stands out there, I guess. Yeah, I think the only advice I can really give for people that want to get into like D&D, YouTubing and TikTok and maybe Twitch, is just be passionate about whatever you're doing. Like, you don't have to be like overly loud or super excited about everything. You just like, if you want to make a YouTube channel about anything, enjoy it. I think that's the biggest part. Because when it gets stale real fast, and like, you don't want that to happen. So, but there's also like there's a time and a place for doing things that are good for your channel and good for like finding community, like doing fan art or doing like TikTok, YouTube shorts. I had to find a way that I enjoyed making YouTube shorts. That's why I started making the puppets. That's really fun. But when I was just trying to like put the art into YouTube shorts, I was like, it was a slog and it wasn't fun, and I don't think they were good videos. So yeah, find something you're passionate about, and if it's D&D, that's great. And just always try to improve. Every video, try to improve in one thing, at least one thing. Try to be better every time, and do that forever. That's the big trick. You're never going to be done trying to get better. Hashiman, what don't you like about Powered by the Apocalypse? Much less rule focused and more based on role play. So you have a lot of good gems. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing to have. I also know a lot of people that basically like less role play and they like more number crunching, which is why I think I've probably played a lot more Pathfinder in my life than not Pathfinder. But some people really prefer just the RP angle of things, and that's great. Different playstyles, different folks. Give him some more spikes. Right down the middle. I have the Avatar game, and I really need to learn when to call for moves and such. It's rather steep learning curve. I'm just horrible at it. Well, that's okay. Horrible at reading the rules. That will help. Reading the rules will help. It's a little bit. I do a lot of learning by example. So like for me, I'm okay flubbing a lot of the D&D rules because I've played enough games that with people that are very strict with the rules that it's like, oh, I understand when these can be broken, but you still need to be able to understand when those things are okay. So it's okay to flub the rules and change the rules, but knowing the base is really important. So. I think I'm done with this big boy. You. This guy looks boss. I love it. Rules? Where we're going, we don't need rules. I prefer more universal rule sets that I can choose to customize or even minimize rather than systems that are built minimally per each individual game. That's fair. Yeah, I think that Powered by the Apocalypse has that going for it though, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying you don't enjoy that, but I think that is its strength, right? So if people want to basically customize their own game in a way that like D&D basically gets in the way for, Powered by the Apocalypse, you can just pick it up and go. So the thing that makes it good can absolutely be the thing that you don't like about it. That is totally fine. And I think that's the few people I've talked to that have gripes with 5e, besides the new gripes for WotC specifically. That was a lot of people's gripe for 5e for a long time. It's just like, this is too simple. And it's like, well, that's why it was a good system, because it was so simple. I'm using a darker green all of a sudden, and oh my god, I think I like this style. I might start doing this more. I gotta learn myself some new skills. I think this might be one of them. Do the line art last? Question mark. I don't know. Danger zone.
I mean,
okay.
Why not?
Yeah. Maybe I'll start doing a dark layer. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going for a white pen. We're rolling a 12, 3, and 8. Numerian Cipher. Octopus Nano. Who plays God? I don't know what that means. I assume that's another type of octopus. But Who Plays God is not a class.
They're not a Final Fantasy 14 healer, so...
Yeah. Unless Numeria Cipher is a race class. Is that a class?
I don't know.
Is Cipher a thing?
Only time I've ever heard Cipher in terms of a class is through Pillars of Eternity. That's it. To Google.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Cipher is a cool class to play in Pillars of Eternity.
Apparently, it's a game system.
Yes, I do. I've heard of Cipher system.
There's some cool fan art popping up here. And I have no idea if this is actually related to them.
This one might be a reroll?
Yeah, I'm afraid this one might be a real because I'm not actually sure what I'm supposed to do. I don't just want to draw an octopus.
Yeah.
We'll save that one for later.
Sorry for whoever this was.
Yeah.
So,
a Bearfolk Cleric Druid multiclass who uses Tree Age to determine who she must heal during combat. Follows the rules, still don't know what it means. Tree Age to determine who she must heal during combat. So she chops them in half and counts their rings? Bearfolk druid. Cleric.
Who's also a cleric. Also,
Now
solo
people.
vibes. We each, at the end of every Friday, we start over fresh. So each week it's a different list.
That is correct. Oh, the poll just shifted to red over white, but I had already started drawing. So we're going to end that poll. Start a new one.
And this week it was on the community post, but you could also post it here in the chat.
That is correct. Yeah.
If you already
I didn't.
go ahead.
I didn't submit a short this week.
Just also no double dipping.
Yeah, one per week.
I'll seeing the blue background and white just reminds me of all Mythbusters stuff.
Oh yeah. Just doing a like a schematic view.
Yep.
We didn't do Wednesdays because of work. Gotcha. Yeah, we post everything on the Discord that we draw. So if you guys want to see if your stuff has been drawn, you can always check the hashtag Discord and draw on Fridays or whenever. That should give you a good idea of what we've done. The last few weeks, we've had a few people asking for the same stuff, and it's like, I don't know if they're asking again or if they just didn't realize that their stuff got drawn.
And they might be assuming that's going to be posted onto the YouTube, like as a post or something.
Yeah, I did that last week, and a bunch of people got confused, so I'm probably not going to do it again.
Yeah.
But the YouTube community posts only let me post 5 things, and then I don't want to post, like, if Druid or Burning draws with me, I don't want to post their stuff, because then people don't realize that it's not me. So, but their stuff is also in Discord, so please feel free to check out the Discord. That's the best place to see if stuff has been drawn. I haven't watched the show, but from what little I have seen of it, it looks like it would be cool. Mythbusters? Oh, Demon Slayer system would be best. Yeah, Demon Slayer is interesting.
So
the writing's a little harsh for me, but I love the animation style and everything else.
here's a solo vibes suggestion.
Oh, okay, yep, I see that.
Okay.
Another Tochi sword. Didn't we draw that one last week?
I believe so.
Awakened undead revenant human Kensei monk. Samurai-esque tall. No, we drew like a undead
Orc, I believe. Or
orc, yeah, like a half orc. with a Toji sword. So that might have been yours. I'm not sure. I'll put it on the list. Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman, yeah. Honey man. Mythbuster Artificers, that'd be really funny. I think we did. Crossover between Mythbusters and Demon Slayer. We need to test if cutting off a demon's head will actually kill them.
Yeah, it would be in the Discord and Draw section. So.
Hashtag Discord and Draw on the Discord.
Yep. Upload the voice channel cat. Am I missing an eyebrow?
Poor Adam.
I actually watched that episode the other day.
I have all the Mythbusters on like DVD.
Nice.
And so I will just watch them before I go to bed. Like that's what I tone out to. But yeah. I've tried to stop doing that because I've seen all of them like 1,000 times now.
Then maybe you can answer this. Was the first season just like 3 episodes?
The first season was technically
like a pilot run, maybe?
The pilot episode was just the one thing that happened. And so then the first few episodes didn't have the B team at all. And so a lot of those first season got crushed into collections.
Okay.
So like the first season as it was aired, unless you buy it specifically as it was aired, doesn't exist. And they just compressed it into like I think 3 or 4 full length episodes now.
Okay.
But yeah, and so every now and again they'll reference something. It's like, what? That didn't happen. Like I didn't see that. It's like it didn't make it to the collections cut.
Yeah.
Because the first season was so weird.
Because I was started rewatching it a while back, and it's like I picked it up again. It's like, wait, the first season's only 3 or 4 episodes? I'm really confused.
Yeah, and I think that just had something to do with the way it was aired on TV, and then the way it was cataloged. Because I don't think they thought like, oh, we should release this as every single episode. They're like, we'll just make collections and release that as the first season collection. And then people are like, no, we want the full episodes. Like, we want to see the full episodes.
Okay.
Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman are my favorite examples of people who aren't friends but are great colleagues and deeply respect each other. Yeah, I really like that too. Because it wasn't orc. Was it not supposed to be an orc? I thought it was a half orc. Half orc revenant? I might have screwed that up. Did I mistakenly say it? I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. If you posted it, shared it into the chat, then there's no way of us really to find out. Because I do remember the Toji sword bit.
Mm-hmm. I do find it amusing that people think there's some sort of bad blood between them. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought that too for a long time. I was like, I don't think they really like each other. And then they're like, yeah, we don't. We don't hang out.
We just work well together most days.
I'm bad like that though. I think I fall into the Heineman sort of equation of like him and Adam have just never. I think the thing he said is like we've never shared a meal together, like never gone out to eat. And it's just like, yeah, I befriend some people, but like most of the time when I work somewhere, it's just like as soon as I'm not here, I'm not here. like I'm totally fine working with you, with everybody. I just I also just like separating my work and social life, which I don't have to do anymore, but I have a few friends from my old workplaces.
What are friends? I'm kidding, of course.
I don't know how to make this bear more druidish. I think I want to make it a little derpier. Because more derp is always better with bears.
Give him a fire shovel. Smokey the Bear.
Smokey the Druid Bear. I guess it's supposed to be a she bear, but I assume they look the same. So.
Just poor friend of mine, his mom worked for the forestry department here, and he would have to wear the bear suit because no one could fit in it but him.
Funny. Smokey the Wildfire Druid, yeah. Keeping work and personal lives is totally healthy and normal. I get annoyed that there's so much of the culture to make everything in your life about work. Yeah. That's a big thing, especially when you're working in restaurants. Like, a big thing for me was just, like, you spend literally all day with these people that, I mean, and sometimes it's, like, 12 to 14 hours. And then when you're done clocking off, it's like, all right, sweet, we're all going to the bar. And it's like, nothing about that sounds good to me. like I'm done hanging out. I'm emotionally and like socially drained. I don't want to drink. I'm going home and going to bed.
Yeah.
And so it's just like I put a bird nest on him. That's actually kind of funny. They're a cleric druid though, so maybe we do like a
just go Ravnica. Those weird nature clerics.
I'm gonna put like a tree branch on this shoulder. Let's burn 2/3 of our worth in wages. Yep. Do all goblinoids still get advantage on stealth checks, or is that just a Pathfinder thing? I don't know. I know in Pathfinder they, I mean, there's no advantage in Pathfinder, but in Pathfinder you get it as a what's the word?
Status bonus?
You get a flat bonus to it, but you also are proficient in it. You're always proficient in stealth. And it is a class skill, so when you put points into it, you start out with like +9 because of your size and your race. So it's pretty great. Race feature, yeah.
Hang on.
Second edition, I think they get it as part of their ancestry.
It's like a feat you'll have to take.
Yeah. But but I think all goblinoids have that, including hobgoblins and bugbears. In D&D, at least.
Maybe. I know bugbears get it as a bonus. Looking at the goblin, looks like they get nimble escape, which allows them to disengage or hide as bonus actions. So they get like second level rogue feat.
Okay. That's pretty good. Sneaky. Hobgoblins get Fey ancestry magic stuff. Really?
Yeah, in the new Mornicaden book.
Oh, neat. I'm going to look into that. the new Pathfinder 2 books are pretty cool, and something Kevin the Necromancer was making a note of is all the books are written in the voice of the person writing the book, like the in-world character that's supposed to be writing the book. Which, so like the Book of the Dead is written by some old lich. I can't remember who it is. Gab, yeah. I think it is Gab. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. Like how Xanthar's God has like it's less written in his like opinion and more or less there is like
his notes, right?
Like little written into margin notes.
Yeah, which is cool. I like that. That's the kind of flavor I really like. Basically revamped all the races in Mordecai. It's interesting. I have that book. I'm gonna have to reread it. Well, I didn't actually like fully read it. I just looked at it. So I'll have to read it.
Oh, Blizzard, you fumbled it again.
Oh no, what do they do now?
I mean, you probably already heard about this, but the Overwatch 2 PvE mode has been scrapped. Like, sorry. So many people wanted it, and it's now gone.
Oh man, that was the only thing it was supposed to do. Was have the PvE stuff. Oh well.
Like, they're not gonna have like hero traits anymore, apparently either. And it's like, great. So I might as well just uninstall it.
Yep. So it's no longer even. It's essentially just 3 new characters for Overwatch 1. That's all they did. It wasn't even. Overwatch is a game? Yeah. Bugbears get natural sneak attack and have 10-foot arms, which is awesome. I like both of those. Yeah. The thing I like with Bugbears is basically, even if you don't want them to be a rogue, they basically get free levels in rogue. So
yeah,
that's what I like about them. So you can have a barbarian or a wizard that just flies out of the shadows with a fireball or a double-handed axe. Oopsie, you died.
Guerrilla fighters.
Yep. Okay, I think I'm done with this bear folk. Oh, I'm gonna make pizza tonight. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Burning Strides said there will be more heroes, but they're all gonna be like locked behind paywalls and battle passes.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the battle pass thing is kind of a pain in the butt, but whatever. I think it's an interesting way to do seasons, but yeah. Most of the time the battle passes are just full of garbage that I don't want. So I wish they would spend their time elsewhere.
Yep.
Like I think League had a good system for that, of like playing the game gets you X currency, which lets you purchase things you want.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the like loot box and seasons of like Modern Warfare. Because it's like I have 2 kits. I like being a healer and I like being like an assault character. Like those are the 2 things I like doing. Someone with just whatever. And so I'm only using a handful of like maybe 3 or 4 guns. So every time I quit a game and it's like, congratulations, here's a spray for a gun that you never ever use. It's like, that wasted my time.
Thanks.
Like I literally didn't even need to go through the animation of that. You could have just left it alone. So the fact that I don't get to choose what I'm leveling up or how I spend the rewards makes the XP system, which is essentially what the money is, it's XP, worthless. Makes it worthless to me. Congratulations, you leveled up to a level that means nothing. It's like, then just don't tell me. Only tell me when I care about it. So, especially with all the sprays and stuff. At this point, I wish Overwatch had been a TV series and not a game. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yep. +5 reach alone is busted. It is and it's not. It's busted because there's not a chance to combat it in 5e. There need to be more large-sized creatures, which should passively get reach. And that's something that you're going to get from 3.5 or Pathfinder. So that's why it feels busted in 5e, because no one else has the option to get that. Especially if you already have if you use a glaive or something with reach. Then on top of that, being able to have a 5-foot reach feels really busted. But I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's something that could be reincorporated into the game.
Then you slap on Sentinel, and then you're locking down people for days.
It's so good. It's an amazing build if you don't care about damage. It's just people aren't allowed to walk past me. It's what? People aren't allowed to walk past me. I had a friend who did a Pathfinder build that way. Because they took a feat that allowed them to have multiple attacks of opportunity in a turn, and then they took the feat that made it so that if you attacked somebody and hit them, that they lost the rest of their movement for that action. And he did no damage, but he just built himself as a brick wall, and then he would just corral people in combat. It was really funny, and it was really hard for me to learn how to deal with that as a DM, but we eventually figured it out, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I love it. Bugbear rules specifically say attacks on creatures that haven't acted, you get bonus damage, so sure, but why more? So way more lenient. Yeah, exactly. They really tried to lean into it to make it fair. But really that's just, like I said, remnants of older versions of them, which I really liked. So here's what it is. I always thought it was crazy that 5e half incorporated the old reach mechanics but never explained it. Yeah, if you got rid of the large size PCs, they wouldn't have just scrapped reach. Yeah, and there's a few things that I like the reach system of you can attack 10 feet away but disadvantage at 5 feet. The same thing with the versatile feature of one-handed or two-handed weapons. All of those are really cool, and there's a lot more complexities you can add into them, like getting strength and a half to two-handed weapons. Or there's a lot of little things that just could be more complicated, and I think 5e did a fine job of ignoring, but also could be better. I usually reincorporate them into my games. I don't remember what game, but it's on an Xbox. They're handicapping the hell out of the keyboard players by making them lag more. It's killing their ability to aim properly. That's weird. That is weird. I think I'm done with this bear folk. I'm going to go ahead and draw the next one. Roll some dice. A 4.
Nope. I ain't gonna complain. I won't complain.
A kobold graviturgy?
Yes.
That's
Gravity
a real
wizard.
thing? It's a word?
Yes.
Gravity wizard? Okay. Who learned his magic from an amethyst dragon. Nice. Okay. What color are we going? Blue? Blue. And the pole.
Matt Mercer's Gravity Wizard.
Gotcha. I could build. One thing that might make bugbears busted is if the DM allows the cleave rule. If you kill a monster, all the remaining damage goes to the adjacent target. I don't know if that's a rule. That's a feat. That's a feat you can take in Pathfinder. I've never learned it as a rule, but I like that. I like that idea. I've definitely let people with reach do that in the past too, I guess. If you kill somebody with, especially if you critical someone who had 2 hit points, it's just hit the next person over. Or I'll let people roll for attacks in an arc. I've done that before in specific situations. So if there's a bunch of people, 2 or 3 people surrounding you, and it's I want to attack this guy. It's you have a great sword, roll an attack for each of these people and we'll just let it see what happens. But that's usually for like big flavor moments, or like I want to use a hero point. It's like, yeah, do it. I never really liked the cleave rule of like, if you go and attack and then you succeed, then you can hit the next guy too. It's like, just roll them all at the same time and see who gets hit by this sweep. I think that's great. Kobold. Gravity Kobold.
Yeah. It's basically now just a trait on certain weapons called the sweep.
Nice. Is that in Pathfinder or in D&D?
It's 2nd edition Pathfinder.
Okay, cool.
I think it's a way of mitigating in 2nd edition at least, the multi-attack modifier stuff, the map. Because you instead you get like a +1 bonus, so it lessens it because you can't have like an agile two-handed weapon.
Mm. You just really want that great rapier, don't you?
This has nothing to do with that. Like,
it's just a spear at that point.
So?
I don't know. Spears are great.
Can you feint with a spear? No.
Yes, absolutely.
Not in Elden Ring.
Absolutely. No. The feint mechanics are really cool. I really like them. They don't get used very often.
Just like it because it's a big giant pointy sword. Like,
That's
I know how it.
Spear. Embrace the spear.
No, spears are dumb.
Mm.
Again, I don't want that in like a D&D or Pathfinder game.
Sure. I believe it's an optional rule in DMG, though you would have to make an additional attack roll. Yeah. Yep. Used to be a feat.
When she came by. Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Yes, Bernie. I know spears are the most common weapon type in Warfare.
Spears are great. I love the heavy spear in Pathfinder because it does double damage. Yeah. It's surprisingly how hard it is to buy a spear. Like in real life.
At least a good one.
Yeah. I think the only like real way to do it is either pay like a blacksmith to make you one, or buy like there are boar hunting spears you can buy, and they're always overpriced and really stupid looking. So I never bought them. So, but the fantasy is still there. I want it so bad.
Yeah. It's like trying to get like an actual like pole arm that's like functional is impossible because a lot of companies will just go to very cheap route by giving it a round handle, which is not what you need.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Skipcat is snoring behind me. It's so loud. Is this a wizard? I can't remember. Graviturge. Maybe he should be floating? That could be interesting. I would assume they would get levitation.
about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection of this struggle.
Spears and long axes were great weapons. Yeah. I always prefer. I knew some guys that did like Arma. Is that what it's called?
Isn't
HEMA?
necessarily a thing you achieve.
Historical,
Rather, it
whatever.
is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward.
I don't remember what it's called.
This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static.
They would get
but
semi-functional weapons that were like weren't sharp, and then they would fight each other at a fair.
water.
So I gotta play with a bunch of those. Those are really fun. I think it's HEMA. Irma? HEMA, historical European martial arts. Okay, there we go. Yeah. What do you guys think of the 1D&D weapon mastery traits? Oh no, I haven't looked at those yet. Oh yes, I looked at some of them. I think it's good. I think it's a good way to like add complexity back to the weapons, which they kind of need. Pathfinder basically already did that, so, and that works pretty good. Basically, they just have a crit specialization for all of the weapons that you can get into, which is a lot of fun. But Pathfinder is also a very crit-heavy game. My opinion is still weak, although it's better than nothing. Seemingly aren't allowing multiple effects to stack, which I find dumb. I guess maybe I don't understand them enough. Very unfair fighting, but legit. Yeah, they were pretty serious about it. Like they would go through and like one of them was a blacksmith, which was really cool. And so they would go through the process of actually like start to finish making the weapons, which was really, really neat. And I got to like film some of them for some of my classes and stuff. I have a slow-mo somewhere. I built a shield and then they basically attacked the hell out of it until it broke. That was fun. But I love shields, so. Maybe he's making something orbit his palms. Yeah, we could do that. Also, since it was an amethyst dragon, I think we could give him some like floaty bits.
I am back.
Commissions are open, by the way. I just remembered. I have one more to finish today, and then my other ones got canceled. So, if people want to go full commissions, let me know. And yeah, I should have some spots open next week, I believe. No shade to people that canceled. That's totally legit. I want people to be happy and monetarily sound, so if you need to pause those, that's totally fine. I'll be here whenever people come back. But I do have slots open now, so if people would like to.
Did someone bring up HEMA while I was gone?
Yeah, we were talking about. I knew some guys in college that were really into it, and so I got to play with some of their stuff.
Mm. I mean, my reason for not using spears because I don't find any spears interesting in Elden Ring.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like,
It makes me very sad. There's two. The partisan is really cool, and then there was one other really, really badass spear, but I farmed it forever. It was the rot spear. That one was really nice. Those are the two spears I liked in that game.
Yeah.
Both very hard to get, and you can only get them by farming. So it's like, no, that sucks.
Gotta get you that silver scarab.
Yeah. Silver scarab, silver freaking
Tear mask.
bird feet.
Yep, pickled bird feet.
Still took me forever. They're just from software really making spears interesting. Yeah.
Like the great
Always the
spears
Vike
are
spear.
okay.
The Vike spear, I did get cosmic. I do have the Vike spear, but like every PvPer uses it, and I'm such a hipster that if something is popular, I refuse to use it. So I wanted to do the one I'm playing right now is basically magical combatant, so like a battle mage. So I have all of the Karen armor and the spells that make swords. And I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I'm like, what's the best sword for me to be using here? And they're like, the Moonveil Katana. And I was like, I'm not using that. I refuse to use that sword. So I had to find something else.
I would recommend the Rogier's rapier that you get pretty early level.
Yeah, that was the other one that was not too bad. And I was like, maybe. I went with the Karen Knight sword, I think, because it has the great sword built into it, and it's a little more powerful than the great sword.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've reached like the max level of scaling I can with it, so I might switch it out for something else. Rocks. Ooh, it's 2:00. We did a good job today. I don't know if I should keep going or not. I should probably get some other work done. I get you. I did Strength, Faith, Spike, Cestus build for my first run. Nice. That sounds fun. I like the... I always want to play like a fisticuffs person in Dark Souls games. Like just start as the depraved or prisoner or whatever they're called with no gear, and then just like, I want to fight my way to the top. And then I always give up like halfway through because it's so tough. But it's... the novelty is there for me that I always want to try that.
Like you and everyone else trying to make a bow build viable.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was the first build I did, and it's just hot garbage.
What bow were you using?
I think I tried every single bow in the game.
Huh.
By the end, I think I was using the black bow and one of the great bows. It might have been the giant great bow.
There's a pulley bow that's pretty good.
Yeah. Got the pulley bow, I think, was strength based.
I believe so. I think it has.
Which I had all my points in dex. All my points in dex. I had like just enough strength to use it, and then I was like, this is not good either. To punch a gods is the legit, and the legs to death is the divine in its own right. Yep. I'm convinced FromSoft hates archery. I think so too. I think Dark Souls 1, like cheesing the dragons with a bow, just made them like forever pissed off at bows.
How else are you gonna fight a dragon? Only idiots are
Right?
gonna.
I mean, yeah. I think that was the point. They were like, okay, here's what we do. We put a giant dragon right here, and it breathes fire down this tiny, tiny hallway, so everyone will always die there. And the dragon's just like sitting here looking at you like, man, this would be really funny. And then people just go over here across the way and just like volley arrows at it. And it's like, I got hit for 1 hit point. You do that for an hour and then you kill it. Like, that's the only way to fight that stupid dragon.
Like,
And,
seriously though, who's dumb enough to like fight a dragon like in hand-to-hand combat? Only idiots would do that.
Bow builds require ashes that you probably won't be strong enough to get in the build alone. Yeah, that was something else I ran into. There were a handful of things that I really wanted to get, but it was just like, the people you're fighting are so aggressive and fast that if you don't have a good spirit or someone else with you, you can't shoot the bow. Like, even the short bow has like a cool stutter step that I learned, where you can like jump and shoot, jump and shoot, and jump and shoot. That's okay, but at the speed of some of the bosses, that's not enough. Like, they swing, you die. You die. Got it back to work, have fun? Yeah, no problem. I think I'm probably going to call it here. It's 2:00. My eyes are really bugging out. I'm about done with this bad boy here anyways. I might just leave his tail undefined. But yeah, there we go. Little gravity wizard. I don't know what else to say. I think that's about it. We'll be back on Friday with the same list. So if you didn't get your stuff drawn here, actually I have a doctor's appointment at 10 on Friday. I don't know how long that will be, so I might be a little late, but we'll come back and we'll do the Friday stream for sure. It just might be a little later than normal. Might main gate giant shield next run. That would be really fun. I've done that. I've done the two shield run. That's been really fun. Just like super invincible, smacking people with shields. But yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's not a spear, man. That's just a that's a club with a point on the end.
Well, that's the great spear.
Yeah, I know. The great spears are stupid in that game.
This is the only great spear, like, because it gets a drill
I
attack.
thought the lance. Doesn't the lance count as a great spear?
I think it does.
I think it does. It has the same moveset. So I think there's one or two of them, but they all look really dumb. So either way, thanks for hanging out today, everybody. I appreciate it. Corvus, thank you for helping me read the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Indestructible, if you're still here, thank you again for the raid. Let me see if there's anybody around to redirect to. Critical Role? Oh. No, it's Roll for Combat. Okay.
Critical Role.
The title of the thing was Critical Role is officially leaving ... And I'm like, what?
And kind of obvious for a couple months now.
Yeah. I don't know who this is, but there's somebody drawing with markers. I don't know. I think we'll probably just leave it. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch you on Friday, all right? Bye, everyone.